Would you hand over your precious customer database to another company that you've never met? It may sound risky moving your vital information from the server sitting in your office to a data center sitting in the internet. However, cloud computing providers claim that storing your information in the cloud can be safer than keeping it in your office. The average business has little protection against fire and floods, and very few have any special protection for their servers. The same goes for guarding against theft. Information stored in the cloud is held in enormous data centers that have multiple levels of physical protection, including security cameras and fire prevention systems. The level of internet security is many times greater than what the average business could afford. The most common form of backup for businesses is still tape, which must be stored off premises to make sure the backup isn't also lost in case of theft or fire. While tape is a reliable storage medium, it's not the fastest. In the case of a total server failure, recovery from tape can take a day or longer. Some cloud data centers back up their customer data to another location automatically and store it on hard drives rather than tape, which makes for much faster recovery times. And for instant recovery, it is easier to run cloud services simultaneously in two locations. The second data center is often in another country, such as Singapore or the US. When a server fails in a data center, your cloud provider pushes your data to the next server, or downloads it from the backup in the second data center automatically. One fear of cloud computing is that a business will lose access to its information if the cloud vendor's infrastructure suffers a major failure. Cloud vendors normally give a guaranteed minimum amount of time that their service will be available and sign a service level agreement, or SLA, with the customer. The industry average is 99.9% uptime. Another concern is that staff at a cloud vendor will look at your confidential business information. However, many vendors will encrypt your files when they store them in their data center. It's worth checking that this is the case. The data of one business is stored amongst the data of hundreds of other businesses on rows and rows of servers. Even if a thief gained access to a data center, it would be impossible to know which server contained a copy of your business files. Some cloud providers will only settle disputes in the country in which their head office or data center is located. That means a business could find itself needing to hire a legal team in a foreign country to navigate a foreign legal system. On balance, however, the much cheaper and more efficient IT services delivered by the cloud outweigh the risks. For example, the cloud can not only do a better job of protecting your data, there are cloud services that can take care of your desktops as well. Microsoft's Windows Intune manages and secures PCs running Windows 7. An IT manager uses a web-based console to set security policies, handle software upgrades, and monitor hardware performance. If a hard drive fails, the IT manager will receive an alert to replace it. Big companies have outsourced IT services such as data storage, backup, and disaster recovery for many years. The cloud lets small businesses outsource these services too, with similar levels of security, but for much less money.